welcome to the Creatives Get Real podcast. I'm Roben-Marie Smith.
And I'm Sandi Keene, and these are real conversations about the creative and sometimes not so creative life.
There you go. We're here. Hey, Sandi.
Hey, that just seemed real to me.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you, but last week I struggled. I mean, I could barely write my name, much less paint flowers.
You know, I'm wondering if maybe I might be a little ahead of you in this, because maybe it's the 100-day project, because I'm so focused on something very specific that I'm kind of like in a flow. But I think it was about a week ago, maybe a little more, I really was just sort of in the dip of that, that roller coaster, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm feeling like I'm kind of okay. Like, it's like, all right, maybe there's a glimmer of hope here at the end. And, I know, but you've been more in the quarantine than I have. I have been out. So I think that helps a little, but yeah.
Yeah, I was just talking to a friend and I said, well, it's probably because I haven't been out in 2 days. No, I haven't been outside my house in 4 days.
Oh.
And that means you've been walking to the mailbox. And I'm like, I think it might be time to get out.
Yes. I mean, we've got, well, with the exception of the hurricane force winds we had yesterday morning, it's beautiful. Even if you just, like you said, walk to the mailbox or sit on your lanai, something, it's just that fresh air.
Yeah. We usually we walk at night just after dark. But we haven't the last few days. I've had some issues with allergies being really bad again.
Oh, yeah.
So I haven't been outside, and 4 days is too long.
Well, maybe the rain that we got yesterday has kind of knocked a little bit of that back. Yeah, it feels
very
good out
hopeful.
there now, but, because I have some issues with it too. But so far, it's not been too bad. So
so I hope to get outside today. And like you, this week has been much better. I had a creative virtual date with a friend, and that helped tremendously.
Yeah,
so.
It does. It's almost like you're together, but not quite. So we had our youth group Sunday night by Zoom, and the kids are so restless. Oh my word, they are so bored out of their mind and restless. And we asked them, the question was asked, what's the first thing you want to do when it's like you're ready to go out? And several of them said they just want to go eat in a restaurant. Like they want to sit down at a table and have somebody else make their food or not get it as takeout. So I was thinking of you when a lot of them said that, because I know that's one of the things you're like, I want something in a restaurant. Yeah.
Something someone else cooked.
Yeah. So I want to go to Home Goods. I want to just go and stroll through Home Goods and smell soap and coffee and look at the rugs and the furniture and touch the bath towels. I just want to go to Home Goods.
Me too. I'll go with you. Yeah. Even if I just, buy another spiral notebook with a pretty cover. I need out.
Oh yeah. As soon as it's opened, I'm going. Like, that's what I want to do. So I mean, yeah. So what is our topic today? Since we're trying to keep this really light and very real, I think our listeners are going to be excited for this one.
I hope so. Today we decided that we, again, can't talk about business or marketing or all of those heavier or even tech topics. It's like, not enough brain power. We're going to talk about our favorites. And we came up with 25 things, little categories, and we're going to talk about our favorites in each one of those. And these are all across the board. They are not necessarily art related. A few are, but not all of them. So, let's get started.
Yeah,
it sounds
you're going to get to know us a little bit better after this podcast episode. So we hope you'll just put us on, or if you're already listening, go ahead and get your art supplies out or whatever, and just play and just paint or whatever it is you're doing, or you're probably
organize your supplies.
Yeah, organize your supplies, bake. If you're maybe you're in the kitchen, you're making dinner or something.
Emptying the dishwasher
for the umpteenth time. Yes.
We'll distract you so you won't realize the dishwasher is full again.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I'll start. So our
Okay.
first one is a book or books. And since you and I are avid readers and our tastes change often, and we both have pretty much a pretty eclectic taste when it comes to books.
Yeah,
Um,
between the two of us, I think we
yeah,
scan a lot of the
yeah,
genres.
yeah, we do. So I'm going to say two. One is, and always is, I love a military spy, secret black ops mission type of stories. And lately, I've been really pulled towards these archaeological thrillers. Really, I just got done reading one where they were in Egypt, and some of it is more like a historical fiction. So there's some realism in there, but then it's still
Mm-hmm.
fiction. And I'm just really intrigued with that. And I have a couple authors that I really like that do a lot with different aspects of archaeology. And I think those are always really cool. Love
Yeah,
those.
I'm interested to hear who you're going to say.
Well, Brad Thor is the one. Not Brad. Is
Oh,
it Brad Thor? No, James Rollins. He's the one.
I love
Brad
James
Thor is
Rollins.
the spy, but lately I've connected with an author named Lincoln Child who
Yes.
has got, oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
I love Lincoln Child.
yeah, yeah. So I just
Mhm.
discovered him and I've gone through one whole series. I'm on the last one, and then I'm going to look and see what his other books are. So yeah.
Yeah, look for the ones that he writes with Douglas Preston.
Okay. I saw that
And
there was a quote that, yeah. Okay. Those are
yeah,
good.
do you remember Douglas Preston was the one who wrote the Monkey Gods book, The Island of the
Oh,
Monkey Gods?
yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
they write together. They're
Ah.
awesome.
Okay. I'm gonna explore him. And Overdrive has them. I've gotten them all for free, so that's even better.
That's
Through my
really cool.
library. That's what that Overdrive is, guys. If you read, you gotta sign up through your library so you can get free books.
Yes.
Okay. How about you?
Okay, books. For me, as you know, I'm very much into escapism right now. Anything to pull me away. It has to be light, it has to be different, and world building. So, a series that I read probably a year ago that I'm still thinking about is the Selection series by Kira Cass, Cass. And I just heard that Netflix has picked up these books and they're making a series about it.
Ooh.
And this is a YA fantasy. So, YA is young adult, if you don't know. Um, I have really discovered YA and enjoy them, and they're very, very different. If you've been reading like me, I've been reading over 50 years. So, yeah, probably close to 60 now. And so I have read over my lifetime a bazillion books, and I feel
Mhm.
like the good ones I've already read. But this is very different. It's about a dystopian society, and the prince is looking for a new princess. So
Ooh.
we've got a little of The Bachelor going on and world building. So it's really fun.
Mhm.
So The Selection by Kira Cass.
Mhm. Okay.
All right, the next one, favorite dessert. This was hard for me because I
Mhm.
like a lot of desserts, but I picked creme brulee. Mm,
Ooh, okay.
I love creme brulee. Do you like it?
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever had it. Is that the one where they put it on fire on, or is that something different?
No, they do. There's sugar on top that they
Oh.
torch so that it makes this almost like the middle of peanut brittle. It's this crunchy,
Oh. Mhm.
crusty top on it, and underneath is a warm custard.
Okay.
It's delicious.
Probably not, because I don't think I like custard.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We were having a debate here the other day about tapioca pudding and how shocking it is that I don't like it.
I don't
And
either.
I'm like, no, it's like there's creatures living in the tapioca pudding. No thanks.
I don't like pudding any either,
No.
but
Well,
I do like creme
in
brulee.
England, dessert is all called pudding, which is hilarious.
Right.
Yeah. So, well, I went more, mine is broad, and
Okay.
mine cookies. I
Oh, cookies.
love cookies. I love Thin Mint cookies. I like chocolate chip cookies. I like snickerdoodles. So I just went with cookies. So just
Okay.
about any cookie, I like it. So yeah.
You are easily pleased.
Yeah, cookies. I like cookies. Yeah.
I can tell you that my go-to snack during our forced incarceration has been roasted marshmallow Milanos.
Oh, I didn't even know they
Dude,
made those.
me either. I
Wow.
saw them in a store pre-incarceration, and now I can get them through the Walmart pickup.
Mm-hmm.
So it's in my favorite. So every time we go, it's like a minimum two, no, maximum two. Boop, boop. There's my two. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we drove by there, I don't know, several days ago at the Walmart pickup, and it was packed. Like
Yes,
packed. So they're rocking there, that's for sure.
they are.
All
Okay, your
right.
turn.
Okay, this is still on the food item. We were talking about like food or a meal, not dessert, but something separate from that. And there's a lot of things I really like. I even asked my husband, I said, what would you say mine is? And he looks at me, he goes, I have no idea. That's what he said. So, but I was thinking about it, and I gotta tell you, and you know this, I love stone crab claws. With
Mm,
mustard sauce, man. And you can't get them all year. So it's one of those things where I just crave them, and when I get to have them, it's awesome. Because the season's only open down here in Florida from like October to like May. And so if you don't know what a stone crab claw is, it's very different than typical crabs. It's a very, very hard shell, and you have to literally whack it to get it to break.
mm-hmm.
And you eat these chilled with this amazing mustard sauce, and they're just dreamy, and they're rich, and they're just so good. So I would say, yeah, I have a lot of things I like, but that one, yeah, that's a good one for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I've only had them once, and it was with you.
I know.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, I love crab, but I'm like,
Mhm.
what the heck? Because it is like chipping a porcellan cup. I mean,
Yep, it
it's
is.
so thick.
Yeah,
And
very.
then pulling out this crab claw meat, and I'm like, this is
Hmm.
so weird because it's ice cold.
Yeah, and most crab, you're eating it warm, hot with like a warm butter, and it's
Yes,
very different. And it's
it
like
is, but it was
it's
good.
really good. Yeah, my brother, the first time he tried, he's like, I'm not eating it like that. I go, trust me, just trust me. And he was over on the Gulf side where we were when we had him,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, just trust me, have them chilled, have them with the mustard sauce. He messaged back. He was in love. And every night on that business trip, he went back to that restaurant and ate the crabs every night, he said. And
Wow.
yeah. So, yeah, good stuff, guys. If you ever get a chance and you like seafood and you like crab, these are they're just primo. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They are indeed. I went real simple, and this is something that I'm super craving right now, and that is good takeout pizza
Oh,
with a great salad and garlic knots.
did you say Greek or great?
I said great, but Greek is my salad of
Okay.
choice.
All right.
So Greek is a good guess. In fact, I've had so many Caesar salads during our unfortunate incarceration, just like all the time I'm having Caesar salads. But that's what mine is, a great New York style pizza, salad, and garlic knots.
Oh,
Oh,
garlic knots. Mm-hmm.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had the Paganos, those knots that they have at Paganos? It's over on Ridgewood, and they're like pizza knots, and they've got any kind of stuff you want in them. Oh my gosh, they are to die for. But it's
That
like a
sounds
pizza
delicious.
in a knot. They look like cinnamon
Mhm.
rolls, but they're
Yeah,
like
I was
that
thinking
size.
like a pinwheely kind of a
Yes, yeah. I think
that
they call them that, pinwheels or something. Yeah, they're known for that though. They're delicious.
I
I
have
hope
not had those,
I
but
hope
that
they're
sounds
still in
great.
business when all of this is over. So
Yeah. Okay, next one is song. And this was really hard too because I have so many genres of music that I enjoy and so many songs. But when forced gun to head to pick, I chose Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic by Sting.
oh.
And I like the version that he sings with an orchestra. So
Oh.
it's just gorgeous.
I don't know if
So,
I've even heard that version.
oh, it's beautiful.
Hmm. Mm. Yeah, I agree with you. Song, that's a tough one. I mean, there's so many, and I'm with you. It's like with books, there's so many different areas of music that I enjoy. But I went with my favorite standby. Which song, when it comes on the radio, do I want to crank up and dance and sing to? And that would be Dancing Queen by ABBA.
That's a great one. I
It's
mean,
like it's reminiscent of just a good time in my childhood. And I just crank that up. I've even, that one is a good karaoke song too. It's not my number one karaoke song, but yeah, Dancing Queen.
have you seen Mamma Mia live?
No.
You've never seen that with all the ABBA music?
Mm-mm.
Oh, wait a minute. First of
It's
all,
a musical, remember?
that's what I was just getting ready to say. You think you don't like musicals, but you actually love them. She's the only one that doesn't know that she loves musicals.
When I'm forced to.
When you're forced to, yeah, you're forced to, and then you're like, oh, that was really good. I'm like, yeah, that was a musical.
Yeah. We not only did we attend one in person together, but then we watched one on TV. And I remember when we watched it at Christmas, was it Into the Woods?
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, this was really, really good. But it was a good musical. I mean, yeah. There's others that I don't know. Okay.
Well, when you think about musicals and your nose turns up, which if people could see you, it is right now. What musical are you thinking of? Like, what's the one that you're like, oh dear God, no?
Is there a musical out there with the guy that sings and dances? He's like really light on his feet, and I don't know who he is. Like West Side Story, I don't like that. I've seen it on television. I'm like,
okay.
I just wasn't, I don't know. Maybe it's because those were older ones. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But
that's very older.
Which one did we see in person? It had to do with
Newsboys?
Yes, that was so good.
I know.
We were right in the front of the stage. I mean, it was just like, wow. Yeah, that was really good. So it might be that it just depends on which one.
Newsies? Is that what it was called?
Newsies, that's what it was. Yeah. But my husband was watching one the other day, The Greatest Performer or something. It had Hugh Jackman in it. No. I was like, I can't listen to this. I don't know why. That one I just didn't like. And maybe it's the music too. Maybe part of it's that. But anyway, enough about my issues with musicals. But you have gotten me to at least watch two.
She loves them.
I heard that.
I know.
Oh, goodness. Okay, next. Best vacation ever. Yeah, this was hard because I have like two, but I love my husband, but my best vacation ever was with my girlfriends. There were 5 of us that went on a cruise, and we had the best time. It was a brand new ship, so it was in the fleet only like a month. Mm-hmm. We went to several things. I ziplined for the first time, overcome that little afraid of heights thing. It was great. I loved it. We went ATV riding in Mexico. We bowled, we rock climbed. I mean, we went from morning till night, and we had so much fun. It was just relaxing girl time, and it was a blast. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That sounds like a great time. I miss cruising.
Yeah.
I sure hope the cruise industry is able to survive this, because I adore cruising.
Yes.
So yeah, and I'm missing it. And I have canceled 2 cruises, so it's killing me.
Yeah.
All right. Mine, best vacation ever, oh my gosh, was Ireland.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, because it was the best. Not only was the country beautiful and fantastic, the food was so good. The people were so friendly, and honestly, the funniest people I have ever met. I laughed my butt off the whole time. But we went on a private tour with a tour company called Your Way Ireland. And if you ever want to look at them, they're on Instagram, and they post beautiful pictures every single day of Ireland. And we were with the owner. His name is Gary Riley, and he was so fantastic, and he made our trip. We went with another couple. He understood who we were so fast.
Mm-hmm.
And he kept suggesting things I think you might like.
Yeah.
He would take us and we would go, oh my gosh, Gary, that was perfect.
Now, was this the young boy that you're talking about? Because
Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah.
That's what I found interesting was that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because finally, I mean, we spent 12 days with Gary. Finally, I said, Gary, I'm so sorry. I'm going to be rude, but may I ask how old you are?
Yeah.
And he said, I'm 27. And I said, you are the same age as my son who can't find his shoes. And you have he took such great care of us. And he took all of the worries off of us. He did everything.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, are you getting hungry? Should I make dinner reservations? Every day.
That's
it
awesome.
was so wonderful. Gary, you're the best. So Ireland. Loved it. I very, very much want to go back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Awesome.
We
haven't been there. I'd like to go one day.
We could just stay on that one forever.
Mm-hmm.
As I just fall into my memories. Okay. I'll take the next one. Mm-hmm. Getaway spot. Oh, this is easy for me.
Mm-hmm. Ours are complete opposites.
Mine is North Carolina mountains.
Mm-hmm. Although, man, you're pulling me there. You're pulling me there. I've enjoyed being there. I'm looking forward to going back. Yeah, it's especially in the summer months when it's so hot down here in Florida. Being up there, it's so much cooler. It's so nice.
It is.
Yeah. Well, mine's the opposite of that, and mine is Anna Maria Island, Florida, which is on the Gulf Coast of the opposite of where we are, and it is slow-paced. The beaches are just gorgeous, and I just feel like I can just go there and just relax. There's no condos. There are no hotels on the beaches. It's all home rentals, and it's just so untouched. It's just peaceful there. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because when my husband and I first got married, we heard about this amazing place and we wanted to explore the Gulf side, and we ended up going more to Sarasota and that area because it was a little bit more lively. Well, I remember we went to visit Anna Maria and we're driving around going, there's nothing to do here. This is boring. Why do people like to come here? And of course, now we're those old people who are now going there and loving it. So yeah. So that's my place. Love it there.
That's a beautiful spot.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so here's a change. What about fancy soaps, fancy bath soaps? The kind you get at like TJ Maxx and Home Goods and you stock up on. I know we both do.
We do.
Mine is going to be, I love a lot of fragrances, but I love fig. Anything with fig or just plain old fig. There's just something about the way that smells. I just love it. Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I thought you were going to say. Mine is grapefruit. I love grapefruit soaps. They just are so fresh.
We both picked a food. Not a flower, not a spice, although the spice would be second to that. I'm like, we both picked food. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, grapefruit soaps. Love it. Okay, we're going to talk about candle scents. Now, if you can light a candle in your home, what is your preferred scent? So mine is always, the grapefruit was a big clue, and is always citrus. Anything lemony, limey, grapefruit, orange, I am there.
And mine is quite the opposite of that.
It definitely is.
Mine is tobacco. I know I don't care for the smell of smoke, but the smell of a tobacco candle, a tobacco and vanilla, or I love it. They smell so good to me. But yeah, tobacco.
Yeah, it's always interesting that when you pick up things, the things that you enjoy are very masculine.
Yep.
You know, the tobacco, the woody stuff, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. I know if it smells like aftershave, you will like it.
Well, I have been known to wear men's cologne that smelled, more of like a unisex, because I love that spicy, earthy kind of smell. And
Mhm.
yeah. So you're right. I mean, we're in the store sniffing candles, and she's sniffing all the citrus, and I've got the tobacco and the spices and the woods and stuff. Yeah, it's so
Mhm.
funny. Yeah,
We're always at opposite ends
yep,
of the
yeah,
aisle.
uh-huh,
Yep.
yeah, yep. Okay,
Okay.
mine next. Okay, potato chips.
Oh,
All
that's
right,
fun.
mine Ruffles sour cream and cheddar.
Okay, I'm
And
in.
rippled, the
Yes.
wavy ones, because you
Mhm.
got that pop of sour cream, but then the cheddar mixed in. Oh, it's yummy.
I like
That's mine.
those as well.
hmm
I'll get those a lot. With subs,
Yeah.
you gotta have chips with a sub.
hmm
Yeah, I'll go for those. But my absolute favorite is sea salt black pepper.
Oh,
I like those. They're very savory. We throw that pepper in too. It
yeah.
makes it almost baked potato-ish. You would like sea salt black pepper as a candle too.
Oh, probably. I'd rather sniff it than eat it, right? Yeah, it sounds great.
I thought it might.
hmm
Okay, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. What form of chocolate do you love best? Mine is very specific. I want the chocolate souffle that is served on the Disney Cruise Lines.
Oh, seriously? Oh,
Yes,
you're so funny.
it's in their
Oh,
Palo restaurant. You have to order
oh,
it when you sit down, and it's this chocolate
oh,
souffle that's served with a chocolate and vanilla sauce. That
oh,
they poke a hole in the top, and then they pour
oh.
the two sauces into it and fill the air hole from the
Kind of
souffle.
like a volcano type of thing. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's incredible.
Well, I've never had that, but if I had, I would probably say that because mine is similar, but it's like it's a black, or not black, it's what do you call a flourless chocolate. It's almost thick and like a brownie, sort of in
Mhm.
between. I mean, brownies for sure, but this is kind of, yeah, with not the syrup, but the real chocolate hot fudge sauce and vanilla ice cream. But it's like a flourless chocolate cake, but it's not cake.
Right.
It's sounds a
Hmm.
lot like what you're saying, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Yours is real dense. Mine is very airy,
got
but
it. Okay.
but the taste is similar.
Oh, yeah. Okay. There you go.
Hmm.
Yummy.
Your turn.
Okay. So this one's a two-parter. We're going to talk about drinks, hot drink and cold drink. My hot drink is lemon ginger tea. I love the flavor of lemon and ginger together for a hot drink. My cold drink is really bad for me. It's the caramel macchiato iced coffee at McDonald's,
Really?
which I haven't had in 10 weeks. I've been doing really good. I've been trying to stay away from them. Of course, I'm not going out to the McDonald's, but I've had to cut those out because they're loaded
Hmm.
with sugar too. They're just so not
Sure.
good for you, but oh, I love them.
It sounds good though.
Yeah. How about you?
Okay, my hot drink is hot chocolate with whipped cream and
Mm.
peppermint sprinkles.
Oh,
Mm, it's Christmas in a cup.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm all for it. I don't drink coffee, never have liked coffee, so that's not my thing. Cold drink, a blackberry sparkling water with fresh mint.
Mm.
It's really good.
You know, that reminds me of the one. What's the name of the drink company in North Carolina? The bottles that we get that have the fruity flavors. Mine was something that had, was it rosemary in it and blueberry or some kind of combo like
Blueberry
that?
basil.
Blueberry basil. Oh yeah, but
Yeah,
it's like
wait.
carbonated. Oh, that's
Yeah,
so good.
that's the Waynesville Soda Company, the Soda Jerks. Oh my gosh, that soda is like a cross between
hmm
soda and fruit juice.
Yeah, it's so
It's
good with that little
it's
hint of basil. Oh man.
yeah, it's very all natural. In fact, before you open it, you have to turn it upside down
Yeah,
for
I thought
five
that was
seconds
cool. Yeah.
so that the particles that are in it of the
hmm
blueberry and the basil mix. Yes, that is delicious. Okay, next is a favorite thing to get in the mail. Oh, this one's easy. Mail art from a good friend.
Mm. I love that too, but I didn't pick that.
Okay.
Although that's great. You always want to get, something. I, I said Amazon. My Amazon packages.
If you look at my credit card says that that's my answer too.
I know. It's like, especially now, because it's like, oh, Amazon, Amazon. Oh, yeah. Especially when it's an art supply that's coming. And
Yes.
I mean, Alexa tells me constantly every other day, I have notifications. Yep. And she tells me exactly what's on the way. So, yeah.
Oh,
Both
that's
of those
awesome.
are like right up there at the top.
Yeah, those are both good.
Yeah.
That or a juicy catalog. I mean, some
Oh,
beautiful
yeah.
catalog that you love to look at, and then you rip
Yep.
it up and you put it in your journal and you make pages out of it and stuff. But
I agree. Yeah.
yeah, mail art from a friend.
I like it.
All right, your turn.
Right. The next one is TV show, past and current. So my past is going to be Lost. The
Best
whole
show ever.
best show ever, like totally. It's an investment for sure. And then current is Survivor. I have watched all but one of the Survivors, and that was by choice because they brought back a character that I just did not like and refused to watch it. But I've seen every single episode except for that one of Survivor. Love it. I love the dynamic of putting people together and how they act and the whole the strategy of that and the outlast, outwit, outplay, and just the whole, So those are mine.
Those are good choices. My current is Zoe's Infinite Playlist. I am totally digging this show. It's so different. It's crazy. It's a musical, so you would think that you would hate it, but you'll actually love it. So go ahead and give it a try.
Okay.
It's new and I really, really like it. And past, I too am a huge Lost fan. I have seen the whole series 3 times now, but I picked Friends.
Oh, okay.
I love that show.
That's a classic.
So classic and so funny, and I miss them.
Yeah. Well, they're back now, right? Are they doing like
There's supposed to be a reunion.
That's what I heard. Yeah. Okay, so it's a reunion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't wait to hear what you say for this one.
You already know the answer. I
think I know the answer, but you have several movies that are your go-tos. I think I know which one, but let's see. Go ahead.
Oh, no, this one's you.
Oh, is it me?
Is it?
Okay.
Hold on.
I don't know.
TV
It doesn't
shows.
matter.
Yep, you're next. Movies.
Okay. Movies. My favorite movie. I have watched it at least 50 times.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can guess yours and you guess mine.
Okay.
I'm going to say The Holiday.
Yes, ma'am.
And what we'll do is we'll snap photos of the movie and text them to each other.
Yes.
And what is mine?
Specific scenes.
Yes, scenes.
Though.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because they ran that over this break that we're on. It's been running. So yeah, I watched it. I know you did because you sent me a text of one of the scenes. Yeah.
Yeah. We have the Blu-rays that we play frequently. In fact, my husband, when I'm down in the dumps or cranky or whatever, he'll say to me, "Do you need The Holiday?" And he'll fire it up for me and make me popcorn.
I love it.
And it always cheers me up.
Yep.
I adore The Holiday.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
It is.
And yours is Pride and Prejudice.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yep.
And that's another movie that we will snap the end scene.
Yeah.
When Mr. Darcy is walking across the field.
His coat is
sunrise.
Flowy. Oh, yeah. Now, this is the new one. The newer one with Keira Knightley, not the old one that was like 6 hours long. Yeah.
Right.
And the thing is I'm not really that big of a romantic, and obviously, but I love the book and the movie. It's just so well done, and I think I could verbalize the movie. I could narrate the whole movie almost without even having it on. So
the entire script word for word, and I'm pretty close on as well. In fact, a lot of my husband and our favorite sayings are taken straight from the movie.
Yeah, too funny.
Okay. Did you introduce me to the Pride and Prejudice? that the first time I saw it was with you?
You know, I know it has been for several people. They're like, no, I've never seen it because I have it, you know, and then I'll pop it in. It may be, maybe.
I
Yeah.
think you brought it to a retreat, and that was the first time I've seen it.
Oh, I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. And
But
I think if you've
I've
read the book, because the book does not compare to the movie, but it is pretty close to the book. Like they've done a really good job with it. It's just so good.
mhm.
Okay. Binge worthy guilty pleasure. This is your fault, by the way. Talenti gelato sea salt caramel ice cream or gelato.
Yum.
That's the Talente that you introduced
I
me
know.
to.
I
I
remember.
literally, I have to stay away. It is the best. Oh my goodness. It's the creamiest and the salty caramel and oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. That's mine.
That's so funny because when you hear what mine is,
Oh
we
no.
did not think the same on this one at all.
Oh, okay.
Mine, which you, when I say you will know, mine is Love Island UK on
Oh goodness.
TV.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's so
Okay.
horrible. I probably just lost 1,000 followers right now.
Oh my gosh. Is that still running? Is it still on?
Yeah, it's still
Oh.
on. They do it
Oh.
every year.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my gosh. I can't get enough of that show.
Oh gosh. Yeah, we took a totally different because we didn't know what each one was going to say. We were just like, okay, how about this idea? How about that idea? That's funny, Sandy.
Okay, next is your favorite perfume. So, if you go back to my favorite trip was Ireland, my perfume was from the Burren Perfumery in Ireland, and it's called Frond.
Oh, oh.
And I love it. And the most beautiful thing is the glass bottles that they have them in. They had an artist come in and do these sketches of
Hmm.
the flowers, and then they etched it into the bottle. They're
Oh,
gorgeous,
wow.
gorgeous bottles.
Mm. Mm. Mine is called Midnight Rose by Trésor, and I get the most compliments when I wear that perfume. And it has, even though it has rose in the title, it's a very spicy, exotic-y kind of smell.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was at a restaurant in Orlando and I was in the bathroom and was walking out behind somebody who had it on. And I was so like, oh my gosh, that smells so good. And so I got up the courage to go to her table and ask her before we left what her perfume was. I thought it's going to be really weird. I'm following you out of the bathroom. So anyway, and that's it. And like I said,
Stalker.
yeah, stalker, perfume stalker. I get the most compliments on that when I wear it. And I just love it. I just love the way it smells. Yeah.
That's
So that's
awesome. And
mine.
it's cool that it has a fun story with it
Yep.
too.
Yep.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, so this one is YouTube channel. Do you have a YouTube channel that you like to watch or listen to? And I went, there are some, but I don't tune into a lot of them on a regular basis, but there is one. So when we talked about it, I was like, well, I'll share that one.
Okay.
Because many of our listeners, if know, or if you're new to our podcast, I'm very techie and I love tech stuff. And there is a channel called SE Web Design. His name is Chris, and he does the best videos on code, CSS, which is cascading style sheets. It's very nerdy, but I learned so much from him and it helps me. He's like my go-to to learn and add to my skill set when it comes to that. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the YouTube channel I tune into the most. Yeah, he's really good. I know it's not
Interesting.
arty, but that's my channel. Yeah.
Mine's not already either.
Ah.
Mine is the new channel, and it
Mm.
is John Krasinski's Some Good News. And
Mm.
if you have not seen this, it is
I
awesome.
have not. I just watched A Quiet Place, The Quiet Place, whatever the movie.
Mhm.
That John Krasinski?
Yes, that's the
Okay.
one that's married to Emily Blunt, the guy from The Office.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
doing the most feel-good,
Okay.
happy news, and he has celebrities that pop in, these surprises that are always
Oh.
shocking. And if he's not the sweetest man, don't tell me because I don't want to know. He just comes across as the sweetest, most caring man, and I
Oh.
adore this thing. It just makes you happy.
Okay.
Some good news. He just did a prom online
Oh,
for all the kids that didn't get to go to their proms this year.
wow.
So Some
Okay.
Good News by John Krasinski.
All right then. Tuning into that one.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
All right, next one is podcast.
Oh, well, that one's easy.
Actually, I love Young House Love, and I listen to them a lot. They're a couple in Richmond, Virginia, but they're getting ready to move to Florida, actually.
What?
They should have called us and talked to us.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
They're going on the panhandle of Florida, though. Young House Love, and they do a lot of home decor, home flipping, storage, and they're a fun young married couple that I just enjoy listening to.
Okay. I think you turned me onto them via Instagram, I think.
Yes,
yeah. Because they do stories and yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep. They have books.
Okay,
all
cool.
kinds of stuff.
Mine is business related. I am very focused right now on Pinterest and working that for my business. And so there's a podcast called Simple Pin Podcast, and it's amazing. I have learned a lot from them, and yeah, I really like it. I know it's very focused specifically on that, but I mean, there's a lot of podcasts I enjoy, but this is the one I'm really focused on right now, listening to and learning from. So yeah, so that's mine.
Sounds good.
Simple. I think it's Simple Pin Media, Simple Pin Podcast. Yeah.
Okay. I've actually listened to that a few times.
Yeah. Yeah. Kate All, she's the host. Very good. Very knowledgeable. Okay. So next one is Purse Snack. Mine is Glazed Pecans.
Ooh.
Oh man, I love me some glazed pecans. There's a brand, and I'm just seeing the package of it. It's green, but I can't think of the name of the brand. And sometimes they'll do BOGOs at Publix, and the big pieces that are in it are good, but when you get to the very bottom of the bag, there's the little nuggety pieces that have that extra bit of sugary, caramelly, whatever stuff on them. Oh my gosh, so good.
I love them in salads.
Oh, yeah, good stuff. I like those.
Is it Planters that does those?
Diamond, something blue diamond.
Yeah.
I think it's that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. They have a bunch of different flavors, but their brand of the glazed pecans are so good. Yeah.
I remember when you used to always have almonds in your purse, and I would always ask you, do you have any almonds? I just need a couple almonds.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm starving. Mine is Mentos, and I like the fruit flavor.
Oh, okay. I don't care for Mentos.
Really?
No. I've never had the fruit ones though, but that's keeping in line with your candle and your soap, right?
Fruit. Always fruit.
Yeah.
Okay, next is paint color. And this one, if you could see my walls right now, you would know what it is. It is aqua / turquoise, whatever you want to call that beautiful blue, green, Caribbean color. That's it for me.
Yeah, that's your color. It's funny because I kind of go, I like a lot of different colors, but right now it's a shade of pink, but it's kind of a corally pink and a bright pink. It's sort of in that family right now. As I'm going through this 100-day project, I seem to keep gravitating to that color. But yet I don't really, they can't see this, but I have 2 drink cups right here. One's a hot pink and one's a pastel-y pink, both here on my desk. Yeah. And but I don't really have it in my decorating. It is in the art and stuff, but So that's mine.
Yeah, if I had to pick a second color, mine would be pink. Yeah. What would your second color be?
I like it's funny because mine's sort of similar to yours, but it's not as light. It's more like I do like green though. I would say green probably, like an olive green, not a what color green? Not a dark
like
grass
a spring
green. Yeah, like a limey kind of green. I like that. Yeah. Green is just fresh. It makes me feel, it just feels alive and clean and yeah. Okay, so the next one is paper. All right, you can only have one kind of paper. Mine is True Ray construction paper. because it's loose enough and light enough. I can bind books with it. But yet it takes wet media. I use it along with newsprint, I'm afraid, for underpaper. But if I could pick one, that would be the one. True Ray construction paper. I love it.
I knew that's what you were going to say. And mine will be no surprise to anyone. Mine is Fabriano watercolor paper.
Cold press or hot press?
Oh, always cold press.
Yeah.
I'm not a hot press girl.
Says the true watercolorist, right?
I like the bumps. Bring me the bumps.
Bring me the bumps. Yeah.
And
it's a beautiful paper.
Yeah, and you can do whatever on it. You can do acrylic and pen and Yep, that's mine. Okay, mine, Art Brush Brand, and I'm choosing Cheap Joe's, and it's called Miller's Pseudo Stable, and it's watercolor brush. And I am a huge fan.
All right.
I like it a lot, and it's not very expensive.
Okay. Yeah, brushes can run the gamut, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I like the Simply Simmons or Simon's brushes. They have the white handles, and they're not expensive, and they come
they're
in
cheap, actually.
A variety of shapes and all, and they are cheap, but they're really good brushes. But I use them for everything. The watercolor, I use them for acrylic, I use them for glue. I just really like those brushes. It's funny how I know we both have different brands, but you always kind of gravitate to a certain brush. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, so that's mine. Yeah, that's mine. And I prefer the short handled to the long handled ones.
They have a little bit thicker barrel than a lot of other brushes. I wonder if that's what you really like.
It may be. In fact, I just got a new one from them, and it's huge. Like, it's a ginormous brush. It's got a big old thick top to it. And when I want to try to work a little bigger, and I'm just going to be able to slop paint on with that and water, and it's so pretty. It reminds me of a really big makeup brush,
like a blush brush.
Oh, but it's big. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have that short handle, but I mean, it's a shorter handle brush, but it's really cool. So yeah, but you're right. They do have and that may be why I like them. I mean, I have big hands. Maybe the fact that the thing is bigger or wider in diameter, maybe that's why I like them. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. I think it's your turn.
Oh, my turn. Online art store. Well, that one's a tough one, but I kind of went with where I place a lot of my orders is Dick Blick. I mean, I just really like Dick Blick. You can get really good coupons, and you can fill your cart and then check each day to see what their special is, because it changes a lot. So you might spend $35 and get free shipping and 10% off, but it always will change. And then so you just hit it when it's like 30% off free shipping or something, and then get what you want from that. So
okay, that's a great tip.
Yeah, I like Dick Blick.
And I like Cheap Joe.
See, I've never ordered from them, so I might need to look into that.
Because they have stores, I think they're from North Carolina, I think. Are they?
I don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. Have you been inside one of them or just ordered?
Yeah, they have one in Asheville, North Carolina. Didn't you go?
I don't remember.
Didn't we go together too? I could be wrong. Maybe you didn't.
Yeah, I've been in Dick Blick's in various places. The last time I went to the one in Savannah, and they're just so big. And I love walking down the aisles and being able to sample and look at every little thing, before I buy it. It's kind of nice, but I don't think I've ever been in a Cheap Joe's.
Okay, well, next time in North Carolina.
Next time, yeah, we'll have to do that.
Anyways, I really like them, and it's because the same as you for Dick Blick, and you've been in the store and you've seen the things, and then it's just easier. You're like, oh yeah, I remember seeing that. So
That's
I
right.
like Cheap Joe's, and I like their brushes because that was my favorite brush.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, the next one is gift shops. You know where mine is.
I do.
It's called Roben-Blue, and it's a gift shop in Western North Carolina, and it is gorgeous.
It is. It's always a must visit. And of course, they have an Instagram feed that is so inspiring. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, they've just opened an online store during this situation. Yeah. And it's just to let you know, if you want to check it out, it's Robin, Robinblu, no E. So Roben-Blue, and it's robenblue.com. And Yeah, if you're ever in Western North Carolina, check them out. It's a beautiful, think artsy, Joanna Gaines kind of
Mm-hmm.
farmhousey decor, beautiful soaps, and their jewelry
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
is,
And their
oh
prices
yeah,
are so good for
so
that type of
reasonable.
store. Yeah, very
Yeah,
reasonable. Mm-hmm.
and just the sweetest ladies, and they gift wrap anything you want.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I take everyone there. And
Yeah.
they always send me back, hey, you know that thing I got there? Can you go get me two
Yeah.
more?
Yeah. You've
Yep.
done that for me. Is there anything you want while I'm here?
Yes.
Hmm. Mine is similar, but mine is called Bliss, and it's in
Hmm.
Knoxville. And my last trip there wasn't long ago. They have opened a brand new store, and it used to be right there on Market Square, but now they've moved. It is so huge.
Wow.
It is a beautiful store. They have everything, home decor. They have their clothing is really nice. I always love going in there because it's kind of boutique style. They have a lot more now than they had in the other store because it was really small. And I think
Hmm.
they even another location. They have Bliss Home, which is all furniture, and then they have just the regular Bliss. But it is, if you're ever in Knoxville, you've got to go there. It is. They got the jewelry, they've got gift items, and it's beautiful. The new store is really, really nice. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
beautiful there.
I've
Yeah.
been there, and
Mm-hmm.
I have gotten gifts from there from
Mm-hmm.
you, and they are always
Yes. Yeah.
fantastic.
Love that store. Anytime I go visit my sister and her husband there, I try to get over there if I can. It's just really, really nice. There's a neat little coffee shop right around the corner, and Mass General is just about across the street. It's on that road now, so it's on that main drag. But yeah, it's a really nice store. So if anybody's in that area, check it out. It's called Bliss.
That's so smart because you can
Hmm.
drop your husband at Mass General. Not
Yes.
that I don't love Mass General as well, but drop your husband there and they will not bug you for
No,
hours.
no, no. Mine can spend probably an hour just going through all the old candies and all the stuff that's in the snack and sweets aisles. He loves
Oh,
going through all
okay.
that stuff. Yeah. Not me. I don't care anything about that, but okay. Yeah. So yeah, it would be Bliss.
All righty.
Okay, we're on our last one. Inspirational book. Yeah. So that one is tough because I was thinking, well, what if I go with art? I could go with art, and I have some ideas. But there's a book called Called to Create, and I've talked about it before, and I've put it on Instagram. But it's a spiritual stand. It's a spiritual look at our gifts and how God calls us to be creative. And I found out about that book when I was on a mission trip, and it was one of the girls was reading it, and I was like, as soon as I saw create, it was like, what are you reading? And it's really a good book. So that one, and then I went art. So I did two just in case. There's one that I really love, at least lately, and I don't know how to pronounce her name, but her name is Orly, and most everyone knows who she is. Her last name, I have no idea how to pronounce it, but she has a self-published one on Amazon called One Artist Journal. And it's really interesting. I like to go to, it's a little, I don't know what the word is, not grungy so much as graffiti-ish, but it's very deep. And I really am inspired by her work. So yeah, so I kind of did two on that because I wasn't sure,
Okay,
yeah.
awesome. Can you spell her last name? Do you have it written down?
Yes, it's Avineri.
Okay.
Avineri, I'm not sure.
I
But if
have
you
no
say
idea.
Orly, most everyone in the industry knows who she is. So yeah.
Okay, awesome. My inspiration book was the one that I've really enjoyed is a watercolor book by Jenna Rainey. She actually has two watercolor books. They're both great. And yeah, Jenna Rainey, really
Okay.
good for watercolor. That was
Right.
hard because I probably have 15 that I love.
I know.
Everything from um, gardening books, so they're full of flowers
Yep.
for reference material when you wanted your watercolor to be realistic, to loose, to
Hmm.
everything. So it
Yeah,
was
that's
hard.
tough because we do have multiple books that inspire us. So
Yeah, but I
wow,
love
we've
it
made it
there.
through 25. I think this is probably our longest podcast we've ever done.
Holy cow, we must talk too much.
I loved this. This was fun. I
I
hope
did
our
too.
listeners did. I hope they enjoyed as well. Yeah, I thought that gave them a little insight into us as people and individuals, and And some things we had that were similar, and a lot of things we had that were very opposite and different.
Very
So,
different. Yep.
yeah.
It was fun. Well, I really enjoyed it, and it made me laugh, and it made me smile. So I
Yeah.
hope that we brought a little bit of that to our listeners. And thank you to our listeners for listening to us. And we just want you to stay safe and stay well and just hang in there.
So this would be what, our third episode of the quarantine sessions? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Great. All right. Enjoyed this.
All right. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Creatives Get Real.
We love hearing from you. So hop on over to Instagram and leave us a comment. And we also appreciate reviews on iTunes.
And you can find me, Sandi Keene, at sandykeene.com, and my classes at popupartclasses.com.
And you can find me, Roben-Marie Smith, at robenmarie.com. And if you're looking for and need tech support, check out my membership site, makerstechu.com.